Hi everyone, Nathan Hawthorne here, and we're back with the second part of this eye drawing lesson. So, we're continuing on from where we left off. Once again, this is in real time, so feel free to speed this up using the settings at the bottom of the video, and please enjoy. Now, there's not that much detail on this picture when it comes to the iris, so I won't go into drawing all the different details and stuff in there today, but we will go for getting the general light and dark shades off the iris and the reflection within that. So let's go for that. So I'm just going to squint my eyes, and what that does is that actually lowers the amount of light coming into your eyes, which increases the contrast of the image that you're looking at. So it's a really good way to increase contrast yourself manually using your eyes, and it's a good way to pick out where lights and darks are when the variation isn't that obvious at first. So just by squinting my eyes, I've managed to pick out that you can actually slightly see the reflection of whatever's taking the photo of me. And this sort of here, so it's no doubt my arm reaching forward, but you can see that, and what's possibly my legs as well, reflected from the position that I was sitting in. Okay, might need to sharpen this pencil a bit, it's looking a bit imprecise at the moment. Okay, my pupil is just here. I'm just going to make it a lot darker than everything else, just so you can tell it's the pupil. Got to take a little bit of artistic license here. All sharpened. Let's keep going. Oops, and we broke the lead. As I said, the higher the blackness of the pencil, the less clay there is and the less hard it is, which means that it's much easier for the pencil to break, especially since I travel so much with these pencils. So I'll probably need to sharpen it a few more times before I finish recording this video. But let's keep this going. So the B just in some of these parts. Okay, so let's now slow down for a minute and let's just pull back out the highlight here. Redarken that bit there to make the highlight stand out just a little bit more. And let's darken this bit here, so I don't want too many highlights within the one eye. And there we go for now on the eye. We might come back and work on that a bit more later, but we'll leave it as is for now. So let's return our attention to the sclera. Just around here. Just make sure we've got the right shadows that match the darkness inside the eye, because you still need some balance. If something's a bit too dark compared to everything else when it shouldn't be, then the drawing will still look wrong. So just make sure that that's all correct. Good. And then the other side. Makes it a little bit darker, just make sure the shadow's coming from the right place, and maybe lighten up that bit a bit so it doesn't look like it's bulging too much. There we go. So that's that for the eyeball itself. Now let's go on to the shadow underneath the eye. So we're going to leave some of this section light, just to show that there is some thickness to the eye lid itself. And even if that isn't in the picture, in the photo, I'm still going to leave that just using my artistic license to emphasize the shape of the eye itself and its 3D form. So we'll leave that highlight just there. Now let's set the tone underneath. So it's still catching the light around here, so I need to make sure to keep that nice and well lit. But this part under here, often called the bags of the eye, or where they start to develop anyway, this needs to go dark. So we're keeping the light around here. And just carry on around like that. We're losing a bit of form here, so let's bring it back out. Seems to be almost the indication of a second bag underneath, but it's very, very faint. So we're just putting that implication there. I'm just going to shade over it lightly to make it not so obvious. And there. Good. Let me just look over the whole thing, see how it looks. Go a little bit darker here, I think. And that should do it for now. Okay, we'll roll with that. Now we're missing one major thing, and that is, of course, your eyelashes. So I'm going to grab the 5B. Now with eyelashes, people try to often draw them as just lines just jutting out of your eye. That doesn't work. It won't make it look good. What you need to do instead is draw these sort of shapes that are like this. Okay, so these sort of curved, almost triangular shapes. And see the eyelashes as sort of tufts of hair rather than individual hairs. And there's no problem with overemphasizing these either. Remember, our job as artists a lot of times is to make things look a little bit more fancy than they are in real life. So do it. And don't forget that your eye curves round like that. So they'll be facing this way, your eyelash will be facing this way on the left side and that way on the right side. Middle is a bit tougher because that's sort of straight there. So you've got to try to figure out how you can do that well. I'm just going to go in and just undefine them just a little bit, because we don't want them too defined. Like so. Okay. And you could do a similar sort of thing for the bottom. although much smaller scale. And I do suggest doing hair, especially if you have dark hair like mine, with your darkest pencil available at the time. Okay, and there we go. Let's go over these again. Define all those major lines. Make sure the shadow's looking good there. Do a little bit of general evening all over there. And there we go. And I'm sure if given another 1 or 2 hours, we can make it even more realistic. But for now, I think that's a really good job. It'll be very interesting to see how your ones look. But well done for following, especially right to the end. And if you need to practice this a couple more times, then try it with different eyes. Replay this video, speed up certain sections, slow down certain sections, and see how it works out for you. But there we have it, an eye. So for the next lesson, we'll be moving on to the mouth. Okay, well done. And that's all for now. Until next time.